Yo everyone, hope you guys are doing well, having a great time. Welcome to Student Gateway. So if you're new to our channel, kindly consider subscribing to our channel. Do hit the bell icon as well so that you don't miss any of the upcoming updates. We are just keeping 50 likes aims on this video, so if you see the like button, do hit the like button as well. So in this video we'll be talking about Australia Awards Scholarship. It's a fully funded scholarship. Scholarship is for bachelor's, master's, PhD, doctoral studies, and it is one of the dream scholarship of everyone. If you know anything about scholarships and international scholarships, Australia Awards Scholarships is the top. So without any delay, let's just talk about today's opportunity. And recently, I think it was yesterday, that we did upload this post. So today we are making the detailed explanation videos on the procedure, eligibility, requirements, and how we are supposed to apply. Australia Awards Scholarships 2021. It's a fully funded scholarship. It is for bachelor's, master's, PhD program, and it is administered by the Departments of Foreign Affairs and Trade Australia. Australia Award Scholarship is a fully funded, and this year they are thinking about 200 participants, and they will be participating from everywhere all around the world. And one another thing, there is no application fees, so you can apply and you can go with your luck if you do meet the criteria. We talk about the details about this particular scholarship. Australia Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade is the funded host, and degree level will be bachelor's, master's, and PhD, fully funded. 31st of April 2021 is the last date to apply for this scholarship. If we talk about the financial benefits, full tuition is covered, return travel tickets, initial establishment allowance, accommodation allowance for textbooks, study materials, living expense, health insurance, pre-course English fees if needed, and research grant. So if it's fully funded, so everything is covered. So if you talk about the participating universities, this is the list of the universities who are participating in this scholarship. So for example, you have a kind of profile which is not that strong, it's weak, and you have a little score in IELTS, and you have little CGPA, and not that attractive profile. If you have all these things, that is something else, that this story belongs to you as well. But if in this video we'll be talking about average students. What is the procedure, how you're supposed to find out the best university? Basically, you have to go, for example, with computer science. Just for example, that you want to study computer science. Then you have to go and search one by one through all these universities, that which university is offering computer science. Almost every university will be offering computer science, but the eligibility criteria between the University of Queensland and the University of Sydney will be changed. So you have to keep that in mind. You have to shortlist the universities which have minimum eligibility criteria, so that you can apply to that university, so that without even the scholarship, university is ready to grant you an admission letter. This is what I'm trying to say. So you have to go through this, shortlist the universities, and finally come up with 3 names. For example, this one, and this one, whatever it is. You have to do this research on yourself. So after finding out the university, and after finding out that specific university which meets your criteria, and you meet the university's requirement, so that we can come up with a bond, with an admission letter and things like that, and then you have a chance to get a scholarship. If you do fit in the criteria of the scholarship, and you do not fit in the criteria of the university, then still there is a clash. If we talk about the eligible countries, these are the list of universities. Bangladesh, Pakistan, India is highlighted, so you don't need to worry about that. If we talk about the eligibility criteria, applicant must be from eligible country as listed above, at least 18 years of age on 1st February in the same year of applying for the scholarship, not a citizen of Australia or New Zealand, or holding any permanent relations with Australia in term of residency and immigrant status, and not be married to a person in Australia and New Zealand, not serving military, be eligible to satisfy all the requirements by the Home Affairs to get a student visa. They're talking about the embassy. So how we are supposed to apply? And one another thing, deadline varies from country to country. It might change, which will be also explaining right here. As you can see, this is the 30th April is the deadline for different thing, and for this country it is 31st. So you have to check that on your own. And how we are supposed to apply, we just need to kind of click on this link right here, and then I would recommend you to read this. You can also read these things if you want, but keeping things simpler, we have to kind of go through the simple process. So let's me open this thing as well, referee report template. There are some templates which you need to follow to in terms for a successful application. So this is the referee report. You need a reference from your academics or employees, and you definitely need these things. So this is the template which you are supposed to fill, or your referee is supposed to fill, and he is supposed to give the feedback right here and the general comments and things like that, and then you have to upload this document in the application process. How we are supposed to apply, you just need to kind of click on this link right here. When you click on this link, this page will open up, and you just need to kind of click on log in. When you click on login, this thing will come up right here in front of you. You can easily register for a new account if you don't have an account. I have already created an account, so I will be logging in. Once you register for a new account, they will send you an email and a confirmation email, and then you will be able to officially log into your profile. When we click on applications, I have already created an application which is stated as incomplete and a draft, so I can check that. You can easily create an application and answer some mandatory questions by yes and no's, all the eligibility criteria which I have described right here. They will be asking you these kind of questions, so you have to go with that and tell them that you are eligible for this scholarship. Once you are eligible for this scholarship, then you have to complete from 1 till 19 all these forms: personal information, contact details, spouse details. If you don't have any spouse, obviously you don't have any children, so you guys can leave these things empty. Emergency contact needs to be filled. Previous scholarship, if you have a previous scholarship, that's perfectly fine, and you can enter the details about the scholarships which you are currently holding. It is necessary that you are not holding any scholarship from Australia. So after completing this scholarship application, let's go to this and see what the scholarship application says. What other scholarships are you going to apply for this year? So you can leave this empty and don't try to have you previously applied for this and be unsuccessful. So yes, no, depending on your case. And one another thing, try to keep things simple as possible. Like try to answer mandatory things. You don't need to create a scenario right here. What other scholarships are you going to plan for this year? You can just leave it empty. If you go to the proposed study program, if you guys remember, I told you to search for the universities of your choice, search for the programs of your choice. After searching that, you can get the CRIS code from the university site, and if you don't know anything about that, you can find out your university right here, and then can further go on and tell them about the and you can also enter your preferences, that this is my first preference, second preference, and third preference. You can enter more, but I would recommend you to enter 3. And research proposed details. If as you can see, if complete this section if the studies will be research or a combination of research and coursework. So I would recommend you to choose a program which is a coursework if you don't want to go for a research thing. And one another thing, if you want to go for a research thing and you are looking for a research proposal, Student Gateway can easily help you write down a professional research proposal. And when you go for qualifications, English language details, obviously it's Australia Award Scholarship, and you do definitely need these tests, IELTS, TOEFL and things like that. There are some universities in Australia as well who are offering Duolingo, who are offering acceptance for Duolingo. If you enter yes, it's perfectly fine. If you enter no, then as you can see, things change right here. So have you taken any of the following tests? And so you have to go with that. Computer literacy, computer training, current employment, previous employment, and you do definitely need some work experience here in this scholarship as well. And supporting statement, if you don't know anything about supporting statements and how you are supposed to answer these questions, it's a paid task, but we can help you answer these questions professionally. And professional membership, communication, documents, evidence, they're talking about the documents which you are supposed to upload right here, add one by one, and add all these documents. As you can see, copies of your test statement from university or school that English is the language of instruction, and referees report, list of this and that. So and declaration in the end. So when you go to the declaration, I agree, this and that, and submit. Your application is submitted. Then just cross your fingers and hope for the best. If you guys have still any doubts, questions, or difficulties, you guys can contact us in the comment sections below. Thank you so much for watching. All the very best. Bye bye.